Also, ladies and gentlemen, he's here with his very, very deputy governor. Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's remain standing while we invite for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. National anthem, please. Excellencies, representative, Your Excellencies, representative of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellencies, Executive Governors here present, members of the diplomatic community, once again, may I welcome you to the 2026 edition of the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Confederation Conference taking place in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. In our midst, quickly, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I compassionately acknowledge the very presence of a very, very practical leader who had added value in the strength of a people and never allowed things to fall apart from the strength of reality. And last 2 weeks, in his capacity to sustain the academic sector, many PhD holders master's degree, were graduated from his states, which I am a member of the PhD holders from the Nasarawa State University. And I was convocated last week with His Excellency because of his own resilience, contribution to the growth of humanity and education and political processes. Indeed, he remains. He's here with us with his very beautiful wife. They said behind a successful man, and focused woman. So thank you, Your Excellency, for being supportive to our dear Executive Governor. And also, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, he is here with his Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Emmanuel A. Akabe. Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, the People's Senator of Nasarawa State, who was in the National Assembly as a member of the House of Representatives. Today, he is in the red carpet, yes, gone in and strengthening to also be the Chief Executive of Nasarawa State. Please, let's put our hands together for distinguished Senator Ahmed Wadada in our midst. And also, we are very glad to have the representative of the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Professor Christopher Gilguan. Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. And also, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will preserve and reserve the host minister. But ladies and gentlemen, permit me to acknowledge the very presence of a true Nigerian. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, she is a very, very reliable consultant and family physician who served as Honorable Commissioner for Education in Kano State. And I believe because her credentials are very, very correct, and no doubt she was viewed and approached with sense of acceptability to be the Minister of State for the Federal Capital Territory. And she's here seated with us. Please do put our hands together while we welcome Dr. Maria Mahmoud Bunkure. Thank you very much, ma'am. And also, of course, in our midst, we have I call him Minister of Ministers, because without health, no politicians will work hard, no economist will succeed, no engineer will succeed. Please, if you agree with me, put your hands together. So he is a determinant factor to the GDP of any nation and continent. And ladies and gentlemen, constantly very focused with managerial principles and competence. And he's here with us. We are seated here because of his strength and resilience. Please do put your hands together for the coordinating minister, Federal Minister of Health and Welfare, Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, CON. Thank you very much for doing the best, And also, ladies and gentlemen, we have the immediate past registrar of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, who is currently the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Sokoto State, is here. Please do put your hands together for Dr. Aliu Farouk, please. Thank you for Umar Farouk. Thank you very much, sir. And also, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst this morning, we have Her Excellency, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Ambassador Dr. Gloria Diri. Please, let's put our hands together for our ladies. Thank you very much, ma'am, for having you in our midst. And also, she's along with the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Bayelsa State, Professor Segifa Rishibe. Please, let's put our hands together for our ladies and gentlemen. And also, we have the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Orientation and Strategy, Honorable Abinwu Konku, OBA. Please, let's put our hands together for the Honorable Commissioner as well, all from Bayelsa State. And also, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to acknowledge the presence of the Chief Executive Stroke Registrar of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, a true Nigerian who believes in the strength and adding value to the healthcare system of Nigeria and ensure professionalism is at its peak in line with the global practices and initiative of the healthcare ecosystem. This is no other person but Alhaji Dr. Al-Hassan Ndagi. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have the President, Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation in our midst. She is constantly smiling with sense of creative intelligence toward ensuring a healthy society. Yes, she put in her ideas to ensure that we are unified to fight against any ill health in our living community. Please do put your hands together as we welcome and appreciate the presence of Professor Kathleen McCord in our midst. Thank you very much. Right, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I acknowledge the presence of the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, who is ably represented by Honorable Musa Adamu Funtua, the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Katsina State. Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. And also, Your Excellencies, may we acknowledge the presence of the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kebbi State, who is ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner of Health, Dr. Samaila Yakubu Auge. Please, let's put our hands together from ladies and gentlemen. And also, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we also acknowledge the presence of the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, who is ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Professor Abubakar Kulima. Please, let's put our hands together from ladies and gentlemen. May we also acknowledge the very presence of Dr. John Shivard. She is the President, West African Postgraduate College of Nurses and Midwives. Yeah, she's here in our midst and consulting. And thank you very much for being part of this very historic event. And also, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we acknowledge the presence of the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State. And he's here with us. Let's put our hands together for Mrs. Paulina Isa Yusuf, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Culture and Tourism. And this is a very good combination.
this historic city of Abuja. We are gathered here today for a momentous occasion, the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Conference. The conference of brilliant minds, skills hand, and compassionate hearts from across Commonwealth's family is not just a meeting. It is a powerful testament of our shared commitment, our universal challenges, and our collective aspiration for excellence healthcare. To see our nation, Nigeria, playing a host to this prestigious assembly is a dream-filled and milestone we deeply cherish. On this significant platform, I must begin by expressing our profound gratitude. First and foremost, our sincere appreciation goes to the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the visionary and dynamic leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, G7. Your administration's unwavering support and endorsement have been a cornerstone that make hosting of this global event a reality. Your relief in power of healthcare diplomacy and professional collaboration is a commendable and has provided us with a platform to showcase Nigeria's hospitality and potential to the world. Thank you, Mr. President. And I want to assure you at this point that nurses and midwives of this country are solemnly behind you. And we will never disappoint you. In the same vein, we must applaud and celebrate the exceptional leadership of the leadership at the Federal Ministry of Health. Our heartfelt commendation goes to the Honorable Coordinating Minister, Professor Muhammad Ali Fati, and his team, whose relentless drive, innovative policies, and transformative agenda have recorded numerous tangible achievements in our healthcare sector within the remarkable shortest period. From strengthening primary healthcare infrastructure to advancing health insurance coverage and prioritizing the welfare of health workers. Your tenure is already leaving an indelible mark. Your presence and support for this conference underscores your commitment not just to Nigerian healthcare, but to global health solidarity. We say a resounding thank you, sir. To our distinguished guests and delegates from across Commonwealth nations, we say welcome. You have traveled far to be here, bringing with you a wealth of experience, diverse perspective, and the rich tapestry of our culture. Over the next few days, this conference will transform into global hub for learning, sharing, and networking. We have a robust agenda designed to tackle pressing issues from strengthening health system and achieving universal health coverage. To address working force challenges, embracing digital innovation in nursing and midwifery, and sharing best practice in maternal and child health. To my fellow nurses and midwives, you are the very reason we're here. You are the backbone of every health system and the best and often last point of care for millions. The compassion caregivers in time of vulnerability and the unsung heroes in times of crisis. This conference is for you. It is an opportunity to recharge, to learn, to advocate, and to reaffirm our vital role in shaping healthier society. Let us engage fully, challenge constructively, and build resilience that will ensure beyond this world. As a host, we, the Nigerian nurses and midwives, pledge to ensure your stay is not only productive, but also comfortable and memorable. We hope you will find time to experience a world of Nigerian people, the reach of our culture, and the beauty of our land. Let us therefore, in the spirit of Commonwealth of shared value, mutual respect, and common goal, proceed with our deliberations. Let this conference be a catalyst for change, a beacon for hope, and a powerful voice for the nursing and midwifery profession worldwide. Once again, you are all welcome to Nigeria. Thank you, and may our deliberation be fruitful and impactful. Thank you, and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Mr. President of the National Association of Nurses and Midwives, Nigeria. You've given us an insight, and we believe in your strength, and we believe in your solidarity, and we believe in your spirit of comradeship. So therefore, please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. And quickly, may I have the privilege and honor, Your Excellencies, to invite Professor Kathleen McCord, the President, Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation, for her very, very brief remarks. She had been very, very resourceful, and I think I will plead with the Nigerian government that please, approval should be given. I will give her a plot of land in Kafanchan.
Your Excellency, thank you very much indeed for finding time in your very, very busy diary to be with us all today. And you're bringing your wife. It's wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. Being a nurse, and I'm embarrassed to say I've been a nurse for 50 years. You can't believe it. You are with patients and families at the very best of times, but also at the very worst of times. So it is very, very important that nurses and midwives use their heart and their head. And I think what I have seen this morning in this vast, splendid hall is lots and lots of nurses with lots of caring, ensuring that they deliver good care, safe care, and look after their colleagues as well. So, Your Excellency, honoured and distinguished guests, thank you so much for making this journey. It is very, very much appreciated, and I bring you the very, very best wishes from the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, let's put our hands together for this very wonderful and brief remarks. Before the next item, as I've been waiting, let's do a bit faster because some of us will be going back to Abuja today. You might not know, some of us who had our first degree in Nasarawa State University, and our postgraduates to PhD level, I think we know that, yes, nearness is never a closeness, but it is truly. It's either you are from FCT or we are from Nasarawa State. Like people in Mararaba, they claim they are in FCT, but truly, their tax goes to Nasarawa State. So stop sharing our territory. Some will imagine and said, why do you say we are not in Abuja? So we are going back to Abuja because some of us are going back to Abuja. Abuja, the main Abuja is Nyanya, Gwagwalada, Sileja, and Mararaba. So some of us are going back to Abuja in a short while. So we need to be fine. I have a flight to catch. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst the Director of Hospital Services, Federal Minister of Health and Social Welfare. She's here with us, Dr. Mrs. Abishola Adegoke, MNI. Thank you very much. And for the next remarks, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite the representative of the Honorable Minister of Health, a Permanent Secretary Designate, Dr. Camille Sheritere, to please come forward for the ministerial remarks. Please do put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's clap for our designated Permanent Secretary.
Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, ably represented by our Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pati. Our Excellency, the Minister of State, or FCT, Dr. Miriam Mahmood, our host. Your Excellencies, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, and your beautiful wife, Excellency Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, representatives of various excellencies from Katsina, Plateau, Adamawa, our Royal Highnesses, distinguished leaders of the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Association Federation, president executives and members of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, esteemed delegates from Commonwealth countries, representatives of our development partners, health professionals, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, our beautiful nurses and midwives in the house. You are recognized. Our heads of various government agencies, directors of the federal ministries and agencies, our distinguished Senator Wadada, you are welcome, sir. I'll read this speech on behalf of my Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pati. It is my honor to welcome you to Abuja for this regional conference of the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Association. This gathering comes at a time when health systems are increasingly judged by their ability to deliver consistent care at scale. Across countries, the same pattern holds, where the front line is present, prepared, and supported. Utilization rises, quality stabilizes, and outcomes improve. Where it is not, systems underperform, regardless of investment. The theme of this conference, Towards Excellence, nurses and midwives working together towards excellence in education, practice, and regulation, speaks directly to the foundation of a high-performing health workforce. Nigeria's current reform efforts are aligned with this imperative, recognizing that system performance depends on how well these three dimensions are strengthened and sustained. The workforce as the determinant of system performance. In Nigeria, nurses and midwives contribute the largest segment of the health workforce and are central to how care is delivered across the system. They sustain primary healthcare services across communities. They anchor maternal and newborn care. They maintain continuity between households and facilities. Their presence determines whether services are used, whether standards are upheld, and whether outcomes improve. This is why the current phase of reform treats the workforce not as a supporting element, but as the operating core of our system. Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Nigeria is implementing a bold intergenerational and structured reform of the health sector through the Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative. The reform is anchored on 3 national priorities: to save lives, reduce physical and financial pain, and ensuring access to care. Its distinguishing feature is its operating discipline through the Health Sector Renewal Compact, bringing together a whole of government and a whole of society approach. The sector is being implemented using a sector-wide approach. The federal and state governments, the development partners, and non-state actors are aligned within a single framework defined by shared priorities, coordinated investments, and routine performance tracking. This approach is enabling more efficient use of resources by reducing duplication, aligning partner investments with national priorities, and ensuring that interventions reinforce one another. It is strengthening coherence and accountability across the system. This is shifting the sector from fragmented programs to coordinated delivery. The Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative is organized around 4 interdependent priorities: governance and financing, service delivery and quality of care, access to medicine, vaccines, and essential commodities, and lastly, health security. These are not partial work streams. They function as a single system. Service delivery improves when the workforce is present and capable. Financing expands access only when services are available and trusted. Medicine and commodities produce outcomes only when correctly administered at the point of care. Health security is as effective as the human resources available to deliver it. Across all 4, execution depends on people. Evidence of system movement. Recent performance data indicates that the system is shifting positively. Primary healthcare utilization has increased from approximately 20 million to over 45 million visits within the current reform period. This reflects increased service availability, stronger frontline presence, and a gradual restoration of public confidence. This progress is supported by efforts to strengthen primary healthcare functionality, including movement towards round-the-clock service availability in selected centers, improved staffing, and enhanced service readiness. At this point, I must commend His Excellency Governor of Nasarawa State and his team for contributing largely to this increase in service uptake. Please let us appreciate him, sir. Corresponding movements have been recorded in skill bat attendance, antenatal care coverage, and adherence to clinical standards in maternal care, reflecting gains in practice. Across the system, performance is being tracked and with increasing discipline. Joint annual review processes indicate that 37 of 41 presidential performance indicators have been achieved within the current review period. At the subnational level, 35 of 37 states have conducted state joint annual reviews, while all states have aligned with the annual operational plans with national priorities. In addition, the deployment of young health fellows across all 774 local government areas in our country is strengthening coordination, data use, and implementation support at the front line, working alongside state teams and facility-level providers. These mechanisms are reinforcing the approval of 20,000 additional health workers, with a significant proportion drawn from nursing and midwifery. Thank you. Capability is being strengthened through structured training and supervision, while distribution efforts are ensuring that workforce presence reflects population need. The cumulative effect is increased workforce density, improved service coverage, and greater consistency of care, reflecting progress in practice. Nigeria's reform direction has also received continental recognition. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, serves as the African Union champion for human resources for health and community health delivery partnership. I think we should appreciate the President. Thank you. This reflects a commitment to translating continental priorities into measurable national outcomes. Migration and workforce stability. Migration remains a structural feature of the workforce landscape. Nigeria is experiencing increased mobility of health professionals in response to global demand, widely referred to as the JAPA phenomenon. It reflects opportunity because Nigerian nurses and midwives are recognized globally for their training resilience and clinical adaptability. A round of applause for our nurses, please. They are among the most sought-after professionals internationally. It reflects pressure because workforce density remains below optimal levels, estimated at approximately 1.68 nurses and midwives per 1,000 population. The response is structured. The National Policy on Health Workforce Migration, which we launched last year, provides a framework for data-driven planning, ethical recruitment, and engagement with destination countries. Retention measures are being implemented, including improvements in working conditions, clearer career pathways, and expanded professional development. At the same time, regulatory oversight through the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria continues to uphold standards and professional integrity, reflecting the importance of regulation within the theme of this conference. Workforce stability will depend on building a system that remains attractive, responsive, and capable of sustaining skilled professionals over time. Maternal and newborn survival remains a priority of this government. The Maternal Mortality Reduction Innovation and Initiatives program, popularly called MAMI, strengthens demand, facility readiness, and referral systems across the continuum of care. This is complemented by the National Health Insurance Authority, which is expanding financial protection through empaneled facilities delivering comprehensive emergency obstetrics and newborn care, CMONC. More than 4,000 free cesarean sections have been delivered, reducing financial barriers to life-saving interventions. Thank you, Honorable Coordinating Minister. Improvements in maternal and child health indicators, including skilled birth attendance and antenatal care, reflects strengthened frontline practices. Nurses and midwives remain central to this continuum from antenatal care to delivery and postnatal period. Community engagement is strengthening awareness, trust, and timely utilization of services. Medicine supply chains and local capacity. Access to medicine and essential commodities is improving through strengthening supply chains and local production. Recent efforts, including over 1,200 regulatory inspections, more than 1,100 product registrations, and expansion of pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity. These measures are improving availability, strengthening quality assurance, and reducing dependence on imported products. Regulatory systems are being reinforced to ensure quality and safety, again reflecting the centrality of regulation. At the point of care, outcomes depend on trained professionals who ensure appropriate use of medicine. These efforts are being advanced in collaboration with the private sector to strengthen healthcare value chain. Under education, regulation, and professional standards, the Nigerian strategic directions for nursing and midwifery provides a framework for aligning education, workforce planning, leadership development, and regulation. Training expansion is being matched with improvements in curriculum, clinical exposure, and continuous professional development. Regulatory institutions maintain standards through licensing, accreditation, and disciplinary processes. Strong regulatory systems are essential to advancing excellence in practice, safeguarding quality of care, and sustaining public confidence. Nurses and midwives contribute across multiple levels of the system, extending beyond clinical care into supervision, service coordination, and performance management. Their role is increasingly connected to system delivery. At facility level, they support adherence to standards and continuity of care. At the subnational level, they contribute to implementation and operationalization of national priorities. Through performance reviews and joint annual reviews, frontline experience informs planning and corrective action. Strengthening leadership pathways ensures that those closest to service delivery contribute directly to system improvement. Our regional collaboration. The Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation provides a platform for structured collaboration across countries facing similar challenges. It enables exchange of experience on workforce planning, education, practice, and regulation, and supports alignment with international standards. For Nigeria, this engagement informs ongoing reforms, particularly in workforce distribution, quality improvement, and retention. At the same time, Nigeria contributes its experience in implementing a sector-wide approach and strengthening system-wide performance. Regional collaboration supports convergence around standards and strengthens collective capacity across health systems. The focus on education, practice, and regulation provides a practical framework for collaboration and shared progress. Nigeria's hosting of this conference reflects a commitment to sustained engagement and cooperation. Distinguished colleagues, excellencies, the priorities reflected in this conference theme are aligned with Nigeria's reforms direction. Health systems function through people. Our efforts are focused on ensuring that those who deliver care are available, well-trained, properly regulated, and supported to perform consistently. Nurses and midwives remain central to this effort. Sustaining progress will depend on continued investment in the workforce, alignment across the system, and disciplined execution. Once again, I welcome you to Abuja and wish you fruitful deliberation. Thank you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commonwealth. This speech on behalf of Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare for the Federation. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, our dear members of the diplomatic community here present, His Excellency, the Executive Governor, Nasarawa State, who happen to be, I think, among the best governors within the West African sub-region. And I think I have to pray to God fervently that when he's through with the services of Nasarawa State, we'll ask God to give him a very special propelling political appointment or elective position that will make him more greater than this. As I will be his special advisor. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, quickly may we take remarks. It's going to be an online remarks from the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Honorable Shirley Botway. Indeed, that's the first female. Before, we thought of responsibilities are only for males alone, but she developed a strength and propelled her very strengths that led her to be the first female Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Please, let's celebrate her, ladies and gentlemen, and let's sit back while we listen to this very amiable African.
My dear friends, it is with great pleasure that I join you for the inaugural Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation West Africa Region Conference. I warmly greet all participants present in Abuja and across the region. And I extend my sincere appreciation to the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives for their generous support in hosting you all. This conference comes at a big moment, not only for the profession, but for our Commonwealth. Your theme speaks to something fundamental, because excellence does not happen automatically. It is built through learning, through dedication and service, and through strong systems that support you to do your work. And above all, it is built together. Across West Africa and across our 56 Commonwealth countries, nurses and midwives are the backbone of our health systems. You are there at the beginning of life. You are there in moments of crisis. And you are there every day, quietly sustaining the health and dignity of our communities. Your contribution is not only critical, it is human, social, and economic. And yet too often, your voices are not heard as strongly as they should be. Too often, opportunities to connect, to share, and to lead are constrained by cost, by distance, by poor policy choices, and by barriers that should not exist. This regional gathering brings knowledge closer, strengthens networks where they are most needed, and ensures that excellence is widely shared. Over these 3 days, you will explore excellence in education, in practice, and in regulation. They are interdependent. Stronger education builds more confident professionals. Better practice delivers better outcomes. And effective regulation ensures trust, quality, and accountability across the system. Together, they form the foundation of resilient, people-centered healthcare. And resilience has never been more important. Across our Commonwealth, health systems are under pressure from climate change, from economic strain, from weakening international development cooperation, from growing demand and inequality. But across every one of these challenges, I see the same truth. When we invest in nurses and midwives, we invest in solutions. Solutions that are practical, solutions that reach communities, and solutions that endure. That is why the Commonwealth Secretariat will continue to support you, not only in recognizing your contribution, but in working to strengthen the systems, partnerships, and opportunities that enable you to thrive. Because partnership is at the heart of our Commonwealth. Partnership between countries, partnership between institutions, and partnership between professionals, learning from one another and lifting one another up. This spirit is evident in this gathering. My friends, you're not only delivering care, you're shaping the future of healthcare in your region and beyond. Through your leadership, your innovation, and your commitment to excellence, you're building stronger systems, and healthier societies. For that, I thank you. I wish you every success, and I look forward to the ideas, the partnerships, and the progress that will emerge from this conference. Together, you are not only working toward excellence, you are defining it. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for this very, very beautiful and intimidating remarks from the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Indeed, we are quite assured that services truly must be re-evaluated in order to consolidate and chart a better course for a strength of service delivery in the healthcare ecosystem. Please, let's put our hands together for our ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we would like to hear from the chairman of the event, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, who is ably represented by a very, very wonderful Amazon. Truly, she's a symbol of excellence and beacon of hope for the less privileged, not only in Kano State, but in the Federal Capital Territory. And this is no other person but Dr. Maria Mahmoud Bunkure, the Honorable Minister of State FCT, as she represents the Honorable Minister of FCT. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Master of the Ceremony, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi Sule, and the wife of the Executive Governor, Mrs. Abdullahi Sule, the Honorable Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, CON, all representatives of the Executive Governors that are here present, other members of the Federal Executive Council that are here, members of the National Assembly, both Senate and House of Representatives that are here with us, the President, Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation, Professor Kathleen McCord, the President, National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, Comrade Haruna Mamma, President of the National Association of Nurses and Midwives of various continents and countries that are here with us, all heads of the government agencies, they are present, our royal fathers, delegates, participants, distinguished personalities, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and sense of humility I stand before you at this distinguished gathering, and also to bring greetings and best wishes from the Federal Capital Territory Administration at this Commonwealth Nurses and Midwife Federation, that's the West Africa Regional Conference 2026 in the heart of Abuja. Let me begin by warmly welcoming all delegates, both local and international, to our nation's capital. Your presence here underscores the shared commitment to advancing healthcare delivery and strengthening the vital role of nurses and midwives across the Commonwealth. Nurses and midwives remain the backbone of our healthcare system. As a medical practitioner, nurses and midwives are often the first point of contact for patients, and in many cases, the most consistent healthcare providers, including maternal and child health, emergency response, and also community-based services. Your dedication, compassion, and professionalism continue to save lives and improve outcome daily. This conference comes at a critical time when global health systems are still adapting to emerging challenges, including evolving diseases, workforce shortages, and the growing demand for equitable and also quality healthcare services. It is therefore imperative that I must commend the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwife Federation for their unwavering commitment, advocacy, professional development, and also promotion of the best practices across member countries. Your effort in fostering collaboration and knowledge exchange are invaluable in addressing shared healthcare challenges. As you deliberate over the course of this conference, I encourage you to engage in meaningful dialogue, share innovative ideas, and strengthen partnership that will drive positive changes in our healthcare system across the Commonwealth. In conclusion, let me assure you that the Federal Capital Territory Administration will continue to support initiatives that enhance healthcare delivery and uplift the noble profession of our nurses and midwives. Personally, me as a family physician, I always appreciate and commend our hardworking nurses and midwives for their continuous support and also contribution towards improving our healthcare services. So we say thank you, and I wish you a successful and productive outcome. And I wish you safe journey back to various destinations for those that come from far and near. Thank you very much. May God bless all of us. Thank you so much.
I'd like to be like if I group. Your Excellencies, members of the diplomatic community, my very, very most respected, resourceful, and dependable nurses and midwives in the house, I think we are growing faster by degrees. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst, we earlier acknowledged, never knew that she was still coming, but she's here with us. Yes, a most respected touchstone personality in the health sector. I'm referring to the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Gloria Diri. Please, let's put our hands together to acknowledge her presence. Thank you, ma'am. And also, she's alongside with the Honorable Commissioner of Health, Bayelsa State, Professor Sefa Brisibe. Please, let's put our hands together for our ladies and gentlemen. Also, the Honorable Commissioner, Information, Orientation, and Strategy is with us here, Bayelsa State, Honorable Abinwu Komu. Please, thank you very much for being part of this historic event. And also, we have the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, in our midst, Dr. Nadozie Godwin. Please, let's put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. She is the SSA on Health to the Executive Governor. Thank you very much for being part of this event. And also, we have the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Sokoto State, who happens to be the Honorable Commissioner for Health as well, and the immediate past registrar of the Nurses and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, the man who engraved his name in gold in the history of this very institute. This is Dr. Umar Farouk. Thank you very much for constantly making us proud of you. Some of us who are nurses, yes, the anthem said, I am proud to be a nurse. I, as Dr. Paul Simon, I am proud to be a nursing MC. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, there is no how he will not speak. He speaks constantly because he's ready with developmental strength. Yes, I always give references to the academic sector. Among the state universities, I think the Nasarawa State University ranks as the best. And that is why at this moment, I would like to invite our very dear own His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, I would say Comrade Dr. Engineer A.A. Sule, because unions under his watch are constantly with welfare. Unions are not suffering in Nasarawa State. Unions are always celebrating Nasarawa State. Even when ASU was on strike, Nasarawa State University was not in strike because of the kind of governor we have. Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, my PA, when I grow up, sorry. It's a promise that once I finish as a governor and grow up, you will be my PA, and I'm counting on that. Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ECFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, my dear brother, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, Honorable Minister of the FCT and Chairman of the occasion, ably represented now by my dear sister, Dr. Maria Mahmoud Bunkuri. Your Excellency, the representative of the governors, Your Excellency, the wife of the governor of Nasarawa State, Ajia Farida A.A. Sule, who happens also to be a public health nurse, by the way. Your Excellency, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, the wife of my dear brother and friend, Mrs. Diri. Distinguished Senator, represented Nasarawa West, Ahmed Ali Odada, and all the other members of the National Assembly who are here. The President of the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives of the Federation, the dynamic Professor Kathleen McCord. My dear father, Sukaru, as well as the Sarikin Azara, who are here. Honorable Commissioners of Health all across the country, International Council Nurses, the President, Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, Comrade Haruna Mamman, delegates from all the Commonwealth countries who are here, distinguished delegates, distinguished members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with gratitude to the Almighty God that I join you today on this occasion of the inaugural Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation West Africa Region Conference here in Abuja. Let me start by appreciating the organizers of the West African Region Conference of the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives for the invitation extended to us as a state to be part of this conference. For us, this is a testament to our sustained effort in the provision of quality healthcare services to our people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you to know that when we assumed office in May 2019, our administration built a healthcare system that required urgent strengthening, one that needed improved infrastructure, better staffing, enhanced financing, and renewed public trust. In this regard, we made a firm commitment to change the narrative, guided by principles of equity, accessibility, quality, and sustainability. Realizing that majority of our population are rural and undeserved, who rely heavily on revitalization of the primary healthcare system, which remains the first point of contact as well as the backbone of any functional health system in the society. We have, therefore, decided to renovate and upgrade numerous PSC facilities across the wards, ensuring that at least in every one of the 147 wards we have in Nasarawa State, we have one functional or two functional PSCs in Nasarawa State. Government also decided to strengthen the Nasarawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency to ensure better coordination, supervision, and delivery of the PSC services. I'm happy to state that in our commitment to provide quality secondary healthcare services to our people, we have embarked on the remodeling of the key general hospitals in the state. We also upgraded some selected PSCs to general hospitals in order for us to expand access to healthcare. One of such facilities is actually the Azara General Hospital, where the traditional ruler happens to be here and happens to be one of the best gynecologists that we have in Nigeria. Similarly, we facilitated the establishment of the Federal University Teaching Hospital and donated the state as well, Dr. Arab Specialist Hospital Lafia, to the Federal University to ensure immediate takeoff. At this moment, let me once more, as I do always, show great appreciation to the Honorable Minister, my dear brother, Professor Pate, for the smooth takeover of that hospital that is operating like a true teaching hospital today. I'm happy to inform you that with the takeover of the teaching hospital in Lafia, we now relocated the Dr. Allah Hospital from Lafia to Akwanga, giving us now the opportunity to be one of the few states to have one tertiary institution in every one of 3 senatorial zones. We have the FMC in Kefi, teaching hospital in Lafia, and now our own specialist hospital in Akwanga. So all the 3 zones, each one has one. These commitments have improved diagnostic capacity, emergency response, and specialist care services. We have also invested in modern medical equipment, ensuring that our facilities are better equipped to handle both routine and complex medical cases, reducing the need to referrals outside the state. Recognizing that no health system can function without skilled personnel, we have prioritized recruitment, training, and retention of healthcare workers. I shall here at this moment mention, over the years, we have employed doctors, nurses, and midwives, other critical professions to bridge this existing gap in the healthcare sector. I'm happy to inform you that our current employment cycle, we have also employed over 600 nurses and midwives into the state civil service, and this exercise is still continuing with the new Dr. Arab Hospital Akwanga commencing its recruitment exercise. In addition, we have supported continuous professional development and capacity building program to ensure that our health workforce remains competent and motivated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I need to state that our administration is committed to reducing our out-of-pocket expenditure and improve financial access to healthcare. In this regard, we have strengthened the Nasarawa State Health Insurance Agency, through which most of our residents, especially the vulnerable groups such as pregnant women, children, and the elderly, now have access to affordable healthcare services. Currently, about 362,460 persons, majority in the formal sector, have been enrolled into the Nasarawa State Healthcare Insurance Agency and are therefore no longer at the risk of facing financial embarrassment while seeking healthcare service. The registration of enrollees into the informal sector has just begun and is ongoing. This initiative aligns with our broader commitment to achieving universal health coverage, ensuring that no citizen is left behind due to financial constraints. I need to add that through this effort, we have made significant strides in improving maternal, newborn, and child health outcomes. Though targeted interventions such as free maternal health services in selected facilities, expanded immunization coverage, improved modern contraceptive prevalence, and improve antenatal care as well as delivery systems, we are reducing preventable deaths and improving survival rates. Additionally, our administration has demonstrated resilience in managing public health emergencies such as the Lassa fever. We have also established functional isolation centers that have led to improved quality of care and reduced mortality. Government also strengthened surveillance systems and ensured effective risk communication to protect our citizens. We have also intensified efforts in combating endemic diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS through integrated and community-based services. Let me at this moment show great appreciation to our nurses and midwives in Nasarawa State who played through the key role of immunization against COVID-19 that made Nasarawa #1 from the beginning of the exercise until the end of the exercise. I thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in our commitment to ensure price consistency, circulation of standard drugs, and coordination in procurement and distribution systems in our supply, we have established the Nasarawa State Drugs and Supplies Management Agency with the aim to centralize and regulate the procurement, storage, and distribution of medicines and medical commodities across the state. At the moment, we have ensured uninterrupted availability of quality medicines, guarantee affordability, and equitable access to drugs, commodities, and consumables in our healthcare system. We recognize government alone cannot achieve all these milestones. Our successes have been made possible through strong collaboration with the federal government as well as partners of the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and other development agencies, as well as the private sectors and the civil societies. This partnership has brought technical expertise, funding support, and innovative approaches to Nasarawa State. And to all of you, I say thank you very much for what you have been doing. Perhaps these efforts of Nasarawa State government in the healthcare sector, particularly our support for the nursing profession, inform this worthy recognition by the organizers of this all-important Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives of West African region. I must therefore say that I accept the award not as a personal achievement, but on behalf of the government and the people of Nasarawa State. Most importantly, I dedicate the recognition of our nurses and midwives who are the backbone of our healthcare system. Our nurses and midwives in the state have continued to serve with compassion, professionalism, and unwavering commitment, often under challenging conditions. As a motivation to their commitment, government has endeavored to improve their working conditions, supported training institutions, and promoted continuous professional development to ensure effective services. I am happy to inform you that just recently, I have directed for the recruitment of all the graduates of the College of Nursing in Nasarawa State. As we speak, the latest batch of about 290 fresh graduates are being processed for employment. We have also taken deliberate steps to elevate the role of the nursing leadership within our health system, ensuring that their voices are heard in policy formulation and implementation. This award therefore reinforces our resolve to do more. We will continue to invest in the nursing education, expand opportunities for career progression, and create an enabling environment where our nurses can thrive and deliver the highest standards. While I celebrate these achievements, we are fully aware that more work lies ahead. Our focus moving forward is to consolidate these gains, expand health insurance coverage, deepen digital health innovations, and further improve service delivery across the level of care. We remain committed to building a resilient, inclusive, and people-oriented health system that meets the needs of our people. Let me assure the good people of Nasarawa State and this very, very important occasion and this agency that your health and well-being will continue to remain in the cornerstone of the governance of Nasarawa State. Together, we will continue to build on what we have achieved. I therefore dedicate the award to all our nurses and midwives in Nasarawa State. I must at this moment finally express our appreciation to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose dynamic economic policy reform entrusted more funds in the hands of governors and the other two tier of government, local government, and the federal government, that made it possible to carry out all the good work we are doing in Nasarawa State without borrowing a penny from anybody. Thank you, Mr. President, for what you have done. Thank you, and thank God God bless all of you, and God bless Nasarawa State. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellencies, my very indefatigable and dependable, resourceful nurses and midwives, please can I hear a very thunderous clap? Please can I hear another clap? Let's be seated. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, your remarks was very, very focused. Your remarks was very, very explicit. It came with sense of intimidation and give us a strong sense of belief in your aspiration. And truly, we in the healthcare sector, especially we the nurses, we say thank you very much. And by the grace of God, because those graduating students from that institute that are absorbed by the Nasarawa State, please let's put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. And this made me an automatic member of the healthcare ecosystem. Well, I think for this, you've done to us at the labor side, we too will done good to you, we will do good to you too. Now, the next event you have in Nasarawa State, please, sir, inform your chief protocol officer that your adopted son will come and anchor the event free without money for you. Before, my name was Dr. Paul Simon, but now my name is Dr. Paul A.A. Sule. At this juncture, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we quickly acknowledge the very presence of the Chief Nursing and Midwifery Officer of the Ministry of Health, Sierra Leone, in person of Dr. Patricia M. Ba. Thank you very much, Ma, for being part of us. I almost forgotten, please. The First Lady of Bielsa State also is a nurse. I think let's celebrate her, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I've written a letter of complaint to the National Assembly, and I think immediately after they listen to my complaint, the incoming executive governor of Nasarawa State will have to sign a bill on my behalf. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, he happened to be my friend when I was in the green chambers of the State House of Assembly, Kafanchan. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the privilege and honor? We have actually analyzed our strength to add value, to chart the course for a better working relationship with our employers and we the employee. In order, we decided to apply the very good principles of motivation, the principles of theories of motivation as propounded by a lot of scholars in the management field. Now, the award today marks a strength to encourage our employers, to encourage our partners, to encourage stakeholders toward adding value to the welfare and safety of the Nigerian nurses and midwives across the globe of the West African sub-region. And that is why very soon we'll go straight to give us the award, and the award is mainly for those who exemplary did the best that could do. Just like my father that would change names last week, the Honorable Minister of Health and Social Welfare, who is representing His Excellency. But we'll talk later when the remarks comes. Please, the award, please. May I invite the Deputy National President of the National... Okay, Comrade, God bless Obase, please. The National Deputy President. I think I like the way NAM is electing their officials. If you go for negotiation, the president is big. The deputy president is big. Who are you to say you will not listen to their negotiations? Let's put our hands together for the National Association of Nigeria.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, CGFR, ably represented by our own father, the Minister of Health, Professor Ali Pate, the Governor of Nasarawa State, who is here present, the representative of other excellencies, KB, Anambra, Akwa Ibom, Lagos, and other states selected for this award. I want to leverage on this protocol because of time. I think this segment is very, very important, and is important to us because we are celebrating governors that has distinguished themselves in areas that concern nursing profession at large. Yes, but because of time, permit me to go through what we have here. The Nurse Friendly Governors Award, instituted by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, is a strategic recognition initiative designed to honor states governors who have demonstrated exceptional commitment to strengthening the nursing and midwifery workforce within their states. This award is premised on the critical roles nurses and midwives play in delivering quality healthcare services, particularly at the primary and secondary care level, where they constitute the largest segment of governors who prioritize the recruitment, retention, welfare, and professional advancement of nurses and midwives contribute significantly to improved health outcome, reduced maternal and child mortality, and stronger, more resilient healthcare system. The award is specifically recognize governors who have taken deliberate actions, such as employment of significant number of nurses and midwives, appointment of nurses into key leadership and policy positions, approving welfare packages including special or retention allowances, supporting policies and investments that enhance nursing and midwifery practice in Nigeria. By celebrating these achievements, NAM aims not only to acknowledge the excellencies, but also to inspire other state governments to adopt nurse-friendly policies and practice that will advance healthcare delivery across Nigeria. The Nurse Friendly Governors Award reinforces the message that investing in nursing and midwife is investing in healthcare and future of the nation. And I want to say this, that we are celebrating these governors because of what they have done in a nursing profession. I must say that for the governors and other special guests here present, there's no policy anywhere that said that a doctor is only a doctor that will be commissioner for health. There's no policy on that. I must say it. And I must also say this, that we've had nurse commissioners and they've always distinguished themselves. I think in Sokoto we have Dr. Farouk, who just finished as the registrar of Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. And go to Sokoto and see the transformation since he came on board. Not only that, we've had governors, we have nurses appointed as permanent secretaries. And when you check the track record, you see that they have always distinguished themselves. So we are doing this. And not only that, like the governor of Nasarawa State said that he has given directive to employ over 250 nurses of College of Nursing in domicile in Nasarawa State. These governors have distinguished themselves. Some persons may ask questions, why is it that some of our governors were not selected? We have criteria for this selection, and we selected it based on merits, without compromise. And I must say, we are happy and privileged to have all of you here in our midst. And we are encouraging other states to be part of these selected governors or nominees for this award, because healthcare system can never be very functional without nurses. And investing in nursing is investing in Nigerian future. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. To the excellencies here present, we welcome you. And I have to leverage on the last speaker to commence the award proper. And the first on our list is His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State. He is Engineer Abdullahi Sule, FNSC. Please, let's clap for him. He deserves it. He deserves it. Please, before we give that award, Your Excellency, sir, before we give that award to you, we are going to do a brief citation of you to these persons. His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi Sule is a seasoned engineer, administrator, and public servant, born on December 26, 1959 in Gudi Station, Nasarawa State, into a royal family. He obtained his primary and secondary education in Plateau State before earning a BSc and MSc Industrial and Mechanical Technology for Indiana State University, USA. A member of professional bodies including COREN and the NSE, he is a recipient of the National Honor of Commander of the Order of Niger, CON, and a fellow of several professional institutions. His Excellency is a visionary leader and committed public servant whose administration has demonstrated unwavering dedication to strengthening healthcare delivery in Nasarawa State. Under his purposeful leadership, the health sector has recorded significant strides, particularly in strengthening the nursing and midwifery workforce through the strategic recruitment of more than 600 nurses into the state civil service, continuous capacity building, improved welfare, and the creation of an enabling environment for professional practice. His administration has further distinguished itself by recognizing excellence and promoting professional leadership within the health sector, exemplified by the appointment of Nurse Hajia Khadija Hunuhu or Safu as permanent secretary, and Honorable Gambo Kampala as senior special assistant on health matters, a clear demonstration of his confidence in nursing leadership and commitment to inclusive governance. In recognition of his outstanding support for nurses and midwives and his sustained commitment to improving healthcare outcomes in Nasarawa State. His Excellency stands out as a true champion of the nursing profession. In appreciation of his exemplary leadership, enduring support, and remarkable contributions to the growth and development of nursing and midwifery, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, FNSC, Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, is hereby conveyed by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives at the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation West African Regional Conference with the Nurse Friendly Governors Award. A round of applause. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, congratulations to the People's Governor. Please, photographers, we are in a digital world where you can zoom, you must not come close, as if you are from a village from Kafanchan. Please, photographers, you are not from Kafanchan, shift back please. Some are streaming live and you are distorting their transmission. Please, the next awardee, please. Thank you very much. The next award goes to the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State. And I thank God, his better half, and a brilliant nurse, a brilliant practicing nurse, is here to represent our good half. Please, let's put our hands together while we invite Her Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Mrs. Turi, to please come forward for the award.
The citation of His Excellency, Senator Doi Diri, CON, Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, the Miracle Governor, assures prosperity government. Senator Doi Diri born on June 4, 1959, Sapon Community. The citation of His Excellency, Senator Doi Diri, CON. Senator Doi Diri born on June 4, 1959, in Sapon Community, Kolokuma, Okokuma Local Government, Bayelsa State, is the 12th Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, currently serving his second term in office. He holds a National Certificate in Education, NCE, from the College of Education, Port Harcourt, 1985, and a Bachelor of Education in Political Science from the University of Port Harcourt, 1990. His public service trajectory spans Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Deputy Chief of Staff and Principal Executive Secretary under Governor Seriaki Dixon, member of the Federal House of Representatives 2015 to 2019, and Senator representing Bayelsa Central 2019 to 2020. On February 14, 2020, following a unanimous Supreme Court judgment, he won as governor. And on the same date in 2024, the people of Bayelsa returned him for the second term. Under his assured prosperity government, Bayelsa has been transformed. Over 20 billion in salary and gratuity areas cleared, roads and bridges rehabilitated statewide, and BHIS expanded with his administrative building commissioned. His healthcare infrastructure record is exceptional. Kaima Referral Hospital completed, a hemodialysis center and general outpatient center established at BMU, the Zipline drone delivery distribution center operationalized, making Bayelsa the first state in Nigeria to deliver medicine aerially to riverine communities. Agbere Odoni and Ikarama Cottage Hospital commissioned, and Okworoma Referral Hospital Southern Ijol LGA commissioned April 20, 2026. Ongoing projects include Secretary Hospital, Ogbobia, Mother and Child, Azikoro, PAC upgrade statewide, Ekeremo Referral Hospital, and BMU 500-bed hospital. He has also delivered 60 megawatt gas fire plants at Elebele, commissioned by President Tinubu on April 10, 2026. He has been a steadfast champion of nursing and midwifery, together with his First Lady, Mrs. Gloria Ebibo Madiri, a certified nurse midwife and a public health educator. He upgraded the School of Nursing and Midwifery to the College of Nursing, Midwifery and Sciences, awarded postgraduate scholarship at Niger Delta University, approved Cohen's grade level 09 enhanced entry points, implemented revised call duty and hazard allowances, employed over 200 nurses, and ensured full 80,000 minimum wage implementation with arrears, increments, and timely promotions. Nurses were appointed as Commissioner of Information and a Special Advisor on NET, and they placed on board and agencies nationwide. NAM conferred on him the Distinguished Leadership Award. The West Africa Primary Care and Nursing Meeting honored him with the Special Award of Honor. He governs not for applause, but for impact, not for powerful, but for the people. In recognition of his exceptional dedication to nursing and midwifery, his transformative leadership in Bayelsa State, and his enduring commitment to health worker welfare, His Excellency Senator Doiduri CON, Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, he is thereby confirmed by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, NAM, at the CNMFF West African Region Conference with the Nurse Friendly Governors Award. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next awardee, please. The next. It's like some of you are not from the South, but me, I'm from the South. I will sing it better than you. You are from the southern Nigeria, while I'm from southern Kaduna. All of us are South. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to invite the next awardee, whom I happen to be his special advisor on nursing welfare. Hello, I am his special advisor on nursing welfare. Please, I'm referring to no any other person but Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, CON, the Coordinating Honorable Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please, can you excuse us, please?
Okay. The citation of Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, CON, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Professor Mohammed Ali Pate is a globally celebrated physician, scholar, and a transformative health systems reformer of the highest international standing. Born on 6 September 1968 in Misau, Bauchi State, he holds an MBBS from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, the American Board Certification in Internal Medicine and Infectious Diseases, a Master's in Health System Management from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, and an MBA from Duke University. His career spans the World Bank Group, where he served as Global Director for Health, Nutrition and Population, and led an $18 billion COVID-19 health response, the Julio Frank Professorship at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, and as CEO of Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. He holds the CON, the Geneva Health Forum Award, and was named to the Time 100 Health 2025 list. As Nigeria's Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare since August 2023, Professor Pate has delivered the most ambitious transformation of the nursing and midwifery profession in Nigeria's history. Under his strategic direction, the enrollment quota for nursing and midwifery training institutions was expanded from 28,000 in 2023 to 115,000 for the 2025 academic year, an unprecedented fourfold leap. He championed the deployment of 20,000 health workers, with 60% drawn from the nursing and midwifery profession. Over 69,000 frontline health workers have been retrained across all 36 states under the sector-wide approach, with nurses and midwives among the principal beneficiaries. Professor Pate personally led the launch of the Nigeria Strategic Directions for Nursing and Midwifery 2025-2030 at the National Nursing Summit in Abuja, a landmark 5-year blueprint to strengthen nursing and midwifery education, create dignified career pathways, and retain top talent. Under MAM2, his administration recorded 13.1 million antenatal care visits and 4.2 million self-deliveries between 2023 and 2025 across 172 priority local government areas. He was honored as an ambassador of the nursing and midwifery profession at the National Nursing Summit. In recognition of his towering contributions to nursing and midwifery workforce development, health system reform, and the enduring advancement of the nursing profession in Nigeria and across the Commonwealth, the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives proudly confers upon him the award of distinction, a tribute as enduring as his service to the profession and humanity. Congratulations, sir.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The next awardee, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, goes to Dr. Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto, the Executive Governor of Sokoto State, who is ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Umar Farouk.
The citation of His Excellency, Dr. Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto, PhD, FCNA, Executive Governor of Sokoto State. Dr. Ahmed Aliyu Sokoto, born on 1st January 1970 Sokoto State, Nigeria, is a Nigerian politician, public administrator, and Executive Governor of Sokoto State, a position he has held since May 29, 2023, under the platform of All Progressive Congress, APC. He began his career in public service as a cashier and steadily rose through the ranks, working as an auditor and an accountant in Sokoto State Civil Service. His competency in financial management earned him the key roles in local government system, where he served as Deputy Director of Finance and Supply in Sabon-Biri Local Government 1996 to 1998, and later as the Director of Finance and Supply in Kebbi Local Government. He also served as Chief Accountant at the Sokoto State Local Government Service Commission. Dr. Aliyu's political career spanned several strategic positions. He served as the 2-term commissioner under Sokoto State, contributed significantly to governance and policy implementation, and later as the Deputy Governor of Sokoto State from 2015 to 2018, where he played a vital role in supporting the administration development agenda. At national level, he served as the Partner Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Policy Trust Fund, PTF, where he was instrumental in strengthening the institutional support for the Nigerian police through improved funding and resource management. Academically, Dr. Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto holds a PhD in Business Administration 2023, along with other qualifications in accounting and public sector management. He is a fellow of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, FCNA, reflecting his strong professional grounding in finance and administration. As Governor of Sokoto State, Dr. Aliyu's administration is focused on security, infrastructure development, social welfare, and economic growth, with an unwavering commitment to improving the overall well-being of the people of Sokoto State. In recognition of his outstanding leadership, dedication to nursing and midwifery profession, and the transformative impact on health outcomes, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Aliyu Sokoto, PhD, FCNA, Executive Governor of Sokoto State, is hereby confirmed by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives (NAM) at the CANMF West African Global Regional Conference with the Nurse Friendly Governors Award. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of this very historic event that is geared toward adding value to the healthcare ecosystem. The next awardee, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, goes to the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, who is ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner of Health, Right Honorable Dr. Amadu Umaru, Adamawa State, Right Honorable Dr. Amadu Umaru Fintiri, CON, Executive Governor of Adamawa State, please, his representative.
The citation. Okay, the representative of His Excellency Right Honorable Amadu Umaru Fintiri is Dr. Aliyu Samaila. You're welcome, sir. The citation of His Excellency Right Honorable Amadu Umaru Fintiri, Executive Governor of Adamawa State. Right Honorable Amadu Umaru Fintiri, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, is a leader who rose from humble beginnings to the lofty heights of governance through a lifelong commitment to people-oriented, people-driven policies. A native of Kechinga Adangali local government, he was born on October 27, 1967 in Golak, Adamawa State, and his story is one of perseverance, integrity, and genuine service to his people. He attended Central Primary School, Golak, 1975 to 1981, and Government Day Secondary School, Golak, 1981 to 1986, before proceeding to the University of Maiduguri, where he obtained a Bachelor of Honors in History in 1992. He completed his National Youth Service Corps in 1993, and further obtained a postgraduate diploma in policy and strategic studies from the University of Maiduguri in 2004. A multilingual, he is fluent in English, Maghe, Hausa, and Fulfulde. Governor Fintiri's legislative career is equally distinguished. He served as a member representing Madagali local government in the Adamawa West House of Assembly, rising through the ranks as Minority Whip, Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader, and ultimately Speaker of the House in 2014. He became governor following his victory at the supplementary election of March 28, 2019, and was subsequently re-elected on the strength of his transformative record. Neither flashy nor flamboyant, he is guided by integrity, decency, and a deep feel for how ordinary people live and struggle. His administration's mission of impacting lives together has driven meaningful progress in security, infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social welfare across Adamawa State. He is happily married to Hajia Lami Hamudu Umaru Fintiri, his jewel of inestimable value, with whom he shares a date of birth, and their union is blessed with 4 children. In recognition of his visionary leadership, people-centered governance, and contributions to the development and welfare of the people of Adamawa State, His Excellency Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, Executive Governor of Adamawa State, is hereby conferred by the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives at the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation West African Regional Conference with the Nurse Friendly Governors Award. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, Just like I said,